name is Travis Garski. I'm the co-founder of the Midwest Game Developer Summit, also known as MGDS, and I'll probably be referring to it as that. So, in the Midwest, there's a huge game development presence, but the problem is there's not a place for these game developers and students working on these games to show off and call home, and to show off their projects and network. Most of these events are located on the West and East Coast, thousands of miles away, really inaccessible to these indie developers and students, and it can cost thousands of dollars just for a pass, let alone travel expenses and hotel rooms. MGDS is a way to provide a platform and an event for these Midwest-based developers to share their ideas, share projects they've been working on, and network while maintaining affordability and accessibility and quality. So the service comprised of a few things. The service has to have, or the service is open to the public. So basically, even if you're not a game developer or a student, if you just like games in general, you can attend this event because we're promoting the industry. We're trying to get people excited about the industry. That's what this is all about. The other aspect of this business is to provide a quality venue so that this is a cool place to have this event held. It's another way to provide job opportunities to these developers and students that are looking to work in the industry. It's a great way for sponsors and a great way for developers to recruit people. It's also a great way for these students to obtain jobs in the fields that they want to obtain them. And it's, of course, a great networking opportunity. The most exciting thing about, from the surveys that we did, the exciting thing about this event is the networking after party. That's what this event's all about, is bumping elbows with developers that created the games that you play and that you know about. It's a way to learn about what they do. What's next for MGDS? Well, we're looking to move to Chicago next year. So we're holding at Economwalk this year at the Olympic Resort. Next year we're moving to Chicago because logistically it's beautiful. You have O'Hare, you have Amtrak, you have Metro, and half our attendees are from Chicago. So it just makes sense to move down there and be where our attendees are. We're going to have 2 to 3 years of growth focus. So one event, we're going to focus on that, and then we're going to have a year of expansion focus where we're going to look into different places where where this event is needed and desired. So the places include Austin, Texas, where a market just opened up, Seattle, where there's tons of game developers located there, and Boston, where a couple other events like this are held. So in terms of revenue, first I'm going to start on that side. We ran a successful Kickstarter on March 4th of this year. Just last Friday, we reached, last week, before Friday, we reached our $8,000 goal, which is the goal we needed to actually get the money from the Kickstarter. We actually exceeded that goal. We found out on Friday that we reached $11,255. So we exceeded that goal, and this just shows that this event is desired. These attendees really want this to happen. In terms of the revenue streams on the right you see here, we have 2 revenue streams. We have registrations from our attendees. Our Kickstarter served as a pre-sale pre-sale platform. So basically they're getting discounted and special rate price passes. And then after that, we're going to have our regular price passes. And there's also sponsorship. These events are usually held because sponsorships are backing them. So we have a huge sponsorship revenue stream. After we got funded through our Kickstarter, we actually had sponsors approaching us instead of us approaching them. So this is looking really promising, and it will look even more promising in the next few years. We're looking at about $1.3 million in revenue in year 2017. That's after we expand and after we grow through these new markets that we found. So my name is Travis Garski. I am co-founder of the Midwest Game Developer Summit, and I appreciate your time. I open the floor to the questions from the judges.
Travis, do you consider, as part of your product and service, some component of education or something like that with this? Is there?
Yes. Yep. So this event will have panels. We'll have talks from industry professionals. We will have indie developers giving talks as well, because that's an up-and-coming sort of platform for games. Developing your own game with a small studio. People want to learn how to be successful in this, and this is becoming a trending things. So yeah, this is all about education and sharing knowledge with each other.
Just a point of clarification, could you explain to me what your platform is again?
I'm sorry?
Can you explain, you mentioned that you have a platform?
Well, this event is considered a platform for these developers and students to get together.
So what are you actually providing any type of technology platform for engagement?
We're looking.
Creating the experience.
We're creating the experience. We're also going to have technology there. So we have sponsors. I can't say who they are yet because it's not solidified yet. But we do have sponsors bringing in technology that they're looking to get in the minds of the consumers so that they can learn how to develop for this technology.
So why, if you figure out the model here, why are you only able to open do one program a year?
That's not going to be the case. We're looking.
I mean, in the beginning, right?
In the beginning, yeah. So we're looking to grow this event to about 10,000 attendees in the next couple of years. And then we're going to expand to the other locations that need this event, that have been wanting this event. There have been other companies that pulled out of these locations because they're setting their prices too high and they're not seeing the numbers that they want to see. We can definitely get those numbers because we have the network already. We have a good partnership with the International Game Developers Association, and we have the assets and the resources we need to reach them.
So you said here, when your finances go to year 17, right, is where you calculated it out?
Yes.
How many locations and how many events would you have that year?
That was about 2 locations.
Okay.
So that was Chicago and that was Texas.
And how many events a year?
It would be staggered. So we would have an event in Wisconsin during the summer because nobody wants to drive out in the winter. And then we would also have another event the other side of the year in Texas because that's when everyone wants to travel down.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Travis, nice job. Why are you doing this, I guess? I mean, are you doing this to make money? Are you in the development business, developer business? Give us a little
So I'm a
explanation.
business management major and a media arts and game development major here at Whitewater. This is just a fruition of the passions that I have. When I was approached by my business partner Ben, he brought up the fact that him himself, he created game engines and he had no way to show them off because he can't spend $1,500 for a pass to West Coast Conference and he can't travel out there and pay for all of that. So he approached me and brought up the idea, these game developers are entitled to show off the hard work that they've been putting into these games. And I was totally for it. I was like, that's exactly what the Midwest needs. And that's what keeps me driving to our end goal, which is expanding this conference, because people need this event. They need to show off the awesome games they've been working on.
Judges, we have 25 more seconds, but we can take one more
How many
question.
people go to the conferences on the coast?
So they get about, this year GDC, which is Game Developers Conference out in California, they get around 20,000 attendees. We're looking to get half of that in a couple of years at one event.
Gotcha. And why is your price, is it because of the customer research that you did that you're priced at $60?
Yes. Yep.
All right. Thank you, Travis.